I'm going to show a very brief video clip of an example of hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak before I begin the introduction.
Sorry, the hypnosis was inhibiting. Inhibiting.
The video clip is extremely compelling evidence that hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak. It's more important to pay attention to specifically how much the hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak instead of if the hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak. To make the hypnotic commands less noticeable, most of the hypnotic commands were designed to only inhibit my ability to speak as much as my ability to speak could be inhibited without being too noticeable, and my ability to articulate was mostly only inhibited if it was specifically part of my victim testimonial. In order to avoid the hypnotic speech inhibition from becoming too noticeable like it was in the video clip, the hypnosis would not significantly impair my ability to speak as long as it wasn't going to be specifically included in my victim testimonial. A series of different inhibitory hypnotic commands were designed to be elicited in succession to further conceal the hypnotic speech inhibition. The various hypnotic commands would be triggered to interrupt me from beginning sentences or after articulating more than 3 to 9 words to interrupt me from articulating complete sentences. Specific examples of these hypnotic commands include stuttering, slurred or mumbled speaking, excessively slow speech, severe pain, severe physical strain attempting to speak, screaming and or wincing in pain, snapping my fingers, sudden memory repression, sudden induction of confusion, sudden difficulty concentrating, excessively and repetitively uttering subconscious meaningless phrases such as or and abnormally heavy and long breaths, as well as several more. The pain, extreme physical strain speaking, confusion, repression of memory, distraction, difficulty concentrating, etc., were used to momentarily distract my attention from what I was saying. After my attention was distracted, the hypnosis would interrupt my sentences without making me stutter for unrealistically long periods of time by coercing me to excessively and repetitively begin saying something else such as or the hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to speak, or I'm hypnotized to feel pain, or I'm being tortured, or I'm being abused, or I'm trying to talk. This would confuse a majority of people that would watch my videos and deter anyone from watching me scream in pain about hypnosis torturing me and inhibiting my ability to speak for 30 to 90 minutes straight before I would be able to articulate the complete sentence. To condition me to interrupt my sentences, I was hypnotized to not be able to finish articulating a sentence or a portion of a sentence until I would repeatedly snap my fingers in a forceful manner, as if cracking a whip, while yelling about being tortured and abused with hypnosis, and how hypnosis has been inhibiting my ability to speak. A hypnotic suggestion to inhibit my ability to speak until I would snap my fingers repeatedly was a method of conditioning me to experience pain and physical strain in speaking, because speaking is not a painful or physically strenuous behavior, so the physical stimulus of snapping my fingers was incorporated with speaking to condition speaking as a physically strenuous behavior. Snapping my fingers was a subconscious symbol for the use of force, because the use of force in some circumstances, such as strenuous exercise, is commonly associated with physical exertion and sometimes even pain as well, hence the phrase "no pain, no gain." The hypnotic suggestion to experience excruciating pain and to repeatedly snap my fingers in order to speak was used to make me seem aggressive and angry by forcing me to raise my voice and yell about the hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak before I was able to articulate the next sentence or the rest of a sentence, which was used to deter witnesses from watching my videos. The hypnotic suggestions were used to deter witnesses from watching my videos by forcing me to scream in pain about hypnosis torturing me and inhibiting my ability to speak for 30 to 90 minutes before I would be able to articulate a complete sentence of my victim testimonials or of criminal investigations. The hypnotic suggestions made me seem delusional by forcing me to contradict myself because I was able to talk about hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak. The contradiction of talking about how I wasn't able to talk seemed delusional because it was a self-contradiction, except I was only able to talk about the hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak and torturing me. My perpetrators needed to make me seem insane in order to discredit my victim testimonial, which is the reason why they needed to inhibit my ability to articulate complete sentences in order to make everything I attempted to explain seem delusional, and why they needed me to behave erratically while the hypnosis was inhibiting my ability to speak. Further information and a link to my victim statement report and criminal investigation report will be included in the description. Throughout the video, I'll be raising my index finger to indicate when any hypnotic suggestion or hypnotic command is being elicited without having to interrupt myself during my videos. Again, it's important to pay attention to how much the hypnosis is inhibiting my ability to articulate my victim testimonial, which is going to be measured by calculating how many words per minute I am able to articulate in my victim testimonial. Okay, so I'm recording this video right now. I have my friend Shonda on the phone with me to help me out.
Hello.
She says hi, so anyways, just moving on here. So images 1 and 2 are intended as examples of what the hypnotic imagery looked like. Images Images 1 and 2 are pictures of me with a transparent image of Justin Bieber ow. So if you notice though, I just like was hypnotized to crack my back subconsciously. Ow. Anyway, so I'm just trying to talk right now. I'm just trying to talk. Images 1 and 2 are pictures of me with a transparent image of Justin Bieber. To overlapping my image so let me see here. The following images are intended to help readers visualize the hypnotic imagery utilized for the hypnotic metaphor. The hypnotic imagery involves seeing the hypnotic imagery involved imagining seeing myself from a third person perspective with a transparent holographic image of the person I was hypnotized to imagine for my movie, outlining my body and moving in synchronization with my body.
My goodness.
With a transparent holographic image of the person I was hypnotized to imagine for my movie, outlining my body and moving in synchronization with my body. Okay, that works. So let me see, and are intended to depict Okay. Images 1 and 2 are intended as examples of what the hypnotic imagery looked like. Images 1 and 2 are pictures of me with a transparent image of Justin Bieber overlapping my image. Image 3 is the same images overlapping each other. I'm going to do actually this. These pictures are intended to help readers visualize the concept and expand. I'm in a hurry. I'm explaining because the transparent image overlapping the other image done with photo editing does not sufficiently depict the hypnotic image of two people intertwined together, because the images done become distorted from the faces merging together, or only one image is able to be seen at a time. Alright, so hypnosis is really inhibiting me right now. I'm going to go ahead and play this video clip. So I wanted to describe here real quickly before I play it. So like I stated in the introduction, the hypnosis was inhibiting my ability to speak. That's what the clip is of. Although I had to use the first video clip, that was played earlier in the introduction, because let's see, I was hypnotized to only be able to speak about how I couldn't speak, to make me contradict myself, to make the hypnotic commands less noticeable. So I was able to speak about the hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak, but I was not able to speak about what I was actually intending to say. And they did that so that, what I would say would contradict itself. I'm trying to talk. But like, I'm trying to finish what I was saying, but like, like it was just so disturbing, actually, right? That the people put that type of seal on in the first place on me, right? Like intentionally knowing, like this guy is trying to like save some innocent children from dying, and we're gonna stop him. So that same pattern of speaking is seen consistently throughout the video already. In a lot of my videos. These pictures are intended to help readers visualize the concept I'm explaining, because the transparent image overlapping the other image done with photo editing does not sufficiently depict the hypnotic imagery of two people intertwined together, because the images become distorted from the faces merging together, or only one image is able to be seen at a time. So I can just put images 3 and 4. Oops, sorry about that. So images 3 and 4 are intended to help readers visualize the concept I'm explaining, because the transparent image overlapping the other image done with the photo editing does not sufficiently depict hypnotic imagery of two different people, intertwined together, because the images become distorted from the faces merging together, where only one image is able to be seen at a time. Okay. I'm going to send you the pictures I'm talking about, Shonda.
Okay.
I think I have them on this phone, actually. Maybe. Or maybe not. Alright.
Where's my picture? Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. So, what am I looking at?
Alright, that's what I was reading. Let me send you that. I'll just, should I send you that? There we go. Let me send you the, let me see if I have that picture on here, if I can find it. There it is. I'm probably going to want to include this part too. Involved imagining seeing myself from a third person perspective. I'm putting this in parentheses too, as if being recorded. For a movie scene. With a transparent holographic image of the person I was hypnotized to imagine for my movie, outlining my body and moving in synchronization with my body. Okay. Image 3 is the same as images 1 and 2. Except, I mean, faster. Image 3 is the same as images 1 and 2, except the
So I did read what you sent me.
Okay. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think of it? Is it easy to understand?
It is very easy to understand.
Okay. Do you think the imagery depicts it well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So image 3 is the same as images 1 and 2 except the semi-trans. So, and then I have to talk about the actual hypnotic imagery part too. Let's see. Except the semi-transparent image 3 is the same as images 1 and 2 except the semi-transparent image is directly overlapping. Causing significant distortion. From the two different faces merging together. And then image 4 is another photo of me with a transparent hologram, with a transparent image of Anakin Skywalker's ghost depicted from with a very transparent image of Anakin Skywalker's ghost depicted from Anakin Skywalker's ghost from the first image of from the image of Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or I could even just say Anakin Skywalker. I think I'm actually going to leave it there. You alright?
Yeah. I was just sitting in, well, I wasn't exactly sitting, I was kneeling on my couch in an awkward position, and yeah, too long.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, anyway, wow.
What?
So the hypnosis is torturing me right now.
I'm sorry.
From the image of Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, listed previously, there we go, from the previous image, depicted as ghosts from the movies, from the Star Wars movies. Okay. copy. Paste. Okay. I really did not. Oh, copy. This reminds me actually. A news article about Justin Bieber. Like a news article about Justin Bieber. It's not contracting, but what is the word? Developing. All right, sorry, the hypnosis is like making it very difficult and physically showing us to do anything right now. But I finished that part. Let me see here actually. Hold on. Let me make sure I have that done right. I'm gonna end the video now. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I'm recording this video right now. I'm in a really big hurry. I set a deadline 4 days ago, and I still have not finished yet. I was supposed to make much more progress than I finished several hours ago today too. Everything, and I'm still working on the I don't want to be you anymore hypnotic metaphor aspect here. But anyways, I'm gonna be getting into sorry that the hypnosis is torturing me. Dissociation is okay. So I'll talk about the hypnotic imagery first, and I'll talk about dissociation. All right, I'm just like, see, like, this is not supposed to be strenuous at all. It's just not supposed to be. The hypnotic imagery was so I mean that describes the hypnotic imagery. Sorry about that. So in the last video, I was you know I did that. See, Shonda, isn't this weird that I'm only like stuttering when I'm making videos like
Right.
this?
I wouldn't exactly say it's, well, maybe you'd call it stuttering, but more like struggles speaking.
Looks like I'm having a stroke or something. Or like I'm possessed by the devil or something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's not give people ideas.
well, I mean, like, if I see, this is the nice thing, right? Putting the courts in the double bind. So, they could either, like, because I mean, like having that analogy that it looks like I'm having an exorcism is just really nice because, I mean,
Either that or you're fluent an idiot. Sorry.
well, like, it's really nice because, like, legally in the court of law, right, and like the police and everything along those lines, they wouldn't be able to try to be like, oh well, we're gonna tell you that you're possessed and refer, you know what I'm saying, because I'm going to the FBI and the police about this. They can't do that. But if I look like, but you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, I understand.
so I mean, yeah, they legally have to. Um, I don't know. It's just it's kind of like that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But sorry for
like
the rude comment.
like what I'm trying to say is, well, I mean, it's really obvious that that's just not normal behavior. Where I'm like without those clips of me not being able to speak.
Right.
And in all the videos and everything along those lines, it's obviously not fake too, especially because of how severe my body language is in it.
Right.
And I did it. And like it's basically like okay, so they can't call me insane, so I mean the only other excuse they got, right, like refer me to a priest to have an exorcist. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can go ahead and involuntarily do their jobs like they're supposed to as law enforcement.
Right.
And, federal law enforcement, FBI. And investigate the CIA for it. um,
No, but earlier, a little earlier, I mean, pardon the rude comment, I wasn't trying to be rude. Although most people watching your video will probably laugh at it.
You weren't being rude. I don't remember which part you were talking about. Actually, specifically. Are you talking?
You were talking about having a stuttering problem, or
Like just barely?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I added you're fluent in idiot, when technically I wasn't meaning it to be funny.
No, that was funny, Shonda. That's a good one. I like it. Because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I can take a joke like that, like, but, ow.
Well, at least I got you to laugh.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get this done. The hypnosis is like, especially because like as soon as I moved my hand away from my face, you know, like my muscles stopped spasming excruciatingly painfully, as if, you know, like I had to cover my mouth in order to be hypnotized to feel pain.
Right.
And conceal my body language since I'm recording myself. I'm just trying to, I might try, I'm just going to start over. Alright, so I'm recording this video right now. As I was saying earlier, the hypnosis has been torturing me and abusing me relentlessly like an MK Ultra experiment and inhibiting my ability to speak. So I'm just trying to get this done quickly here. See, like, this is not supposed to be, physically strenuous at all whatsoever.
Oh, were you talking to me?
So, sorry, I kind of both. Let me see here. Very specific hypnotic imagery. Very specific hypnotic imagery was used to. Well, the faster I try to do it, the more strenuous it is. Faster. Very specific hypnotic imagery was used to. Very specific. Used to enhance or to increase. Ow. Faster. Very specific hypnotic imagery was used to intensify the experience with a hypnotic metaphor. Faster. Okay, so to intensify the experience with a hypnotic metaphor. So the hypnotic metaphor utilized very specific hypnotic image. Oh my god, that's all I have to say. Very specific. The hypnotic metaphor utilized very specific hypnotic imagery. The hypnotic metaphor utilized very specific hypnotic imagery. Period. Okay, so I could say something like that. I'm not going to point to very specific hypnotic imagery. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I'm being tortured. I'm sick being tortured. I'm sick being tortured. I'm sick being tortured. Faster, faster. Hypnotic imagery utilize very specific. Hypnotic metaphor utilize very specific hypnotic imagery. Like, see, it's not supposed to be so physically strenuous just for me to talk to it. I need to get this on faster. I'm sick of being tortured with hypnosis. I'm sick of being tortured. 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 Just like I said in the introduction too. I mean, like, I'm just trying to get this done fast. I'm just trying to get this done fast. The hypnotic metaphor utilized very hypnotic imagery. That's what I was trying to say to intensify. Also, just the specific like mannerisms and like the specific patterns of where like a hypnosis is preventing me from articulating complete sentences. I'm sick of being tortured by hypnosis. So because I mean, like I was hypnotized to even do that just barely. Hypnotic metaphor utilized very specific hypnotic imagery to intensify the faster hypnotic. There were multiple reasons for the hypnotic imagery, use of subconscious hypnotic symbolism, hypnotic metaphors used to enhance and amplify the intensity of a hypnotic experience. Hypnotic imagery can also be used as part of induction to induce a vivid trance and engage in individual's imagination to enhance the hypnotic experience. Hypnotic imagery can also commonly be used to induce and/or enhance dissociation from an experience for therapeutic purposes. What's up?
Nothing, I'll tell you later.
Okay. So just all I'm trying to do is just go like I said in the introduction, like I said in the introduction, like I said in the introduction. I am gonna go ahead and play a video clip here. A hypnotic metaphor utilizes very specific hypnotic imagery. So I'm sorry about that. Before I play the video clip, I wanted to specify. So it was in the other document because it's being recorded from my memory and I'm being tortured with hypnosis. I'm just trying to. So I was only able to speak, and I specified this in the introduction. I was only able to speak about how I couldn't speak, as a method of forcing me to contradict myself to make me appear to be insane when I wasn't insane. Part of like a hypnotic seal. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video now.
I'm trying to finish what I was saying, but it was just so disturbing, actually, right? That the people put that type of seal on in the first place on me, right? Like intentionally knowing, like this guy is trying to like save some innocent children from dying, and we're gonna stop him.
Alright, so, by the way, with what a hypnotic seal is, it's a method of basically sabotaging future hypnotic inductions. With that one specifically, that one was moreover used to separate me from a hypnotherapist that was trying to help me. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video clip. This is a demonstration of this is an example of a hypnotic seal that was used on me, where I was hypnotized to feel dizziness instead of entering the deep stage trance known as somnambulism, hypnotic trance, and which resembles that of sleepwalking, but instead I was rocking side to side with extreme amounts of dizziness. So I'm going to go ahead and play that clip right now. So you can see that I was swaying very, very severely. I'll let it play a second time too. Alright, so, anyways, what I was going to try to do is talk about just like, I have to talk about it anyway right now. That's, I'm going to do this. Because to put it very simply, it was mostly used to, I mean, it's kind of complex, but
used to try to make me seem insane if I ever tried to tell anybody about it. I don't want to put this here and get into that a little bit of I'm going to be done with it. I'm just trying to talk about what was clearly in my memory, and then my back started tensing up more because I was trying to say it anyways. And then it released too, also, by the way, after I proceeded to keep trying. So, this subsection is specifically intended to objectify the hypnotic metaphors that otherwise would be considered subjective. This is being done by using psychological the field of psychology and sociology are both subjective sciences with tremendous variance in results, although psychology and sociology this is basic psychology. Like psychology is the study of human behavior. That I'm supposed to be physically strenuous just for me to talk about. I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured. All right, that's it. Go ahead and play another clip then. Since the hypnosis is inhibiting me, I'm just going to go ahead and keep incriminating these people that they need to just go to prison for trying to make me behave this way, and trying to make me seem insane. Good for them. That's what I mean. So, by the way, so the field of psychology and sociology are both subjective sciences with tremendous variance in results, although psychology and sociology attempt to study human behavior as objectively as possible. So, it's a simple concept like, biology could be considered much less subjective than, like behavior, but at the same time,
like medications do not always, like the subjective variance and how effective medications are. So, just as an example, the field of psychology and sociology are both subjective sciences with tremendous variance in results. Although psychology and sociology attempt to study human behavior as objectively as possible, trying to talk, and being tortured with hypnosis. Using the same concept, I'm going to be using the same concepts, the same scientific concepts and theories psychological and sociological to objectify the hypnotic metaphors as evidence for use in the court of law. Okay, so just plug my phone into battery pack here. I'm moving on faster. There we go. That's not a coincidence. I was in to crack my back like that too, because I'm resisting the hypnotic suggestion and I'm being tortured for it. I'm not supposed to be physically strenuous at all whatsoever. So, all I really have to do is talk about, I guess, the dissociation that was used then, the dissociation methods. And I also have this right here. So, dissociation is, sorry about that. Dissociation is a hypnotic technique that causes a person to dissociate from the present moment, and dissociate from the sensory stimuli around them that become involved into the hypnotic experience. Dissociation commonly involves watching an experience from a third-person perspective, because the individual becomes dissociated from the experience in comparison to a first-person experience. It's essentially watching the experience occur instead of experiencing or re-experiencing the event. Dissociation is also used to dissociate the visual stimuli associated with a traumatic event apart from the feelings associated with the traumatic event. Dissociation is common while watching movies and or TV because the individual can dissociate, enter a trance and become enveloped into the plot of a movie or TV program, which can temporarily dissociate the individual from external stimuli. This causes that individual to feel emotions associated with the plot of the movie or TV program instead of emotions associated with their surroundings.
See how physically strenuous that was for me to be able to just speak quickly, and this is abuse. I'm sick of being tortured. I shouldn't be in pain. That's inclusive with hypnosis just for trying to talk about that. So I shouldn't be in pain. 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 Dissociation was utilized specifically by I shouldn't be in pain, I shouldn't be in pain, I shouldn't be in pain, I shouldn't be in pain. Wow, I'm seriously being tortured right now. I'm sick of being tortured. Sick of being tortured. I'm sick of being tortured. Okay, so there's something I was missing in here. Let's see. That's not the right one I am, but- So, I ensured to specifically include that at the end of one of the videos that I recorded, and it was excluded, and I noticed that I couldn't, which is why I was like spending so much time trying to find it. So, you know, like I shouldn't be in any pain at all whatsoever, but I'm being tortured and used relentlessly with hypnosis like an MK Ultra experiment. I'm being tortured with hypnosis like an MK Ultra experiment. The undeniable, irrefutable government experiments on mind control admitted to on the intelligence.senate.gov by our own government. The United States Senate admits to on their own government website, which cannot be purchased without being a government organization from an internet service provider. It is physically impossible. Big fat slap to the face. Just accept it. Our government is twisted. I'm sick of being gaslighted, so that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Shonda, you're over there like, what the hell? I'm sorry about that. Nor like, you know, I'll chew a person out for it, you know what I'm saying? But like, normally I'm not like that.
But see, I'm hypnotized at that. So I'm just trying to get back to what I was doing here. So let me go ahead and pull this up here. This is the part that was being excluded from the document after I even put it in the document. So the hypnotic metaphor is professionally and intellectually designed with realistic and effective therapeutic techniques like mirroring phrases in a practical application that the average person could understand, which was used to indoctrinate the belief that I was making a movie for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The therapeutic techniques were utilized the therapeutic techniques were used to elude that my perpetrators had genuine intentions with the hypnotic metaphor. Which was deceptively utilized to gain my trust and prevent me from questioning the indoctrinations they used to brainwash me, like an MP trickster. The abstract conceptualization of acting like someone else consuming a limited capacity of my conscious attention and cognitive faculty was used to utilized to entertain, distract, and confuse me so that abusive post-traumatic suggestions could be elicited subconsciously without being questioned or detected. Being hypnotized to imagine feeling someone else's feelings was a method of misdirection. By distracting and directing my attention away from potential danger, and a method of dissociation by dissociating me from my own feelings and hypnotizing me to feel how other people would feel in order to endanger me without my knowledge while my attention was occupied. Notice how like I'm hypnotized to also like become more and more tense the more that I'm trying to just speak quickly, and how that suddenly stopped when I was when I stopped reading. That doesn't even make any sense, right? Because I was thinking about putting this at the end here. Let me see. I think I might. I was also hypnotized to crack my back, by the way. I'm just pointing that out. And that. Sorry, Shonda. I was actually talking to the camera specifically, but yeah. No worries, no worries. The reason I did that though, Shonda, is because like you could see like me cracking my back on the camera and everything like that, and it was basically used as a method of trying to make make an excuse for them abusing me, trying to make it look like the hypnosis was something else, like a medical condition, which defies logic because of everything that's happening. Faster. The hypnosis is torturing me. Faster. Being hypnotized to imagine someone else's feelings was a method of misdirection by misdirecting my attention away from potential danger, and a method of dissociation by dissociating me from my own feelings and hypnotizing me to feel how other people would feel in order to endanger me without my knowledge while my attention was occupied. Okay, so the hypnotic metaphor specifically utilized dissociation. The hypnotic imagery specifically utilized dissociation by being let's see, it was in here. The hypnotic imagery involved seeing myself from a third-person perspective as if being recorded for a movie scene with a transparent holographic image of the person I was hypnotized to imagine. Hypnotized to imagine being or acting like imagine acting like from a movie, outlining my body and moving in synchronization with my body. Okay, so the hypnotic imagery involved imagining seeing myself from a third-person perspective as if being recorded for a movie scene with a transparent holographic image of the person I was hypnotized to act like for my movie, outlining my body and moving in synchronization with my body. The hypnotic imagery specifically utilized dissociation by I'm just trying to talk faster. Hypnotic imagery specifically utilized dissociation by being probably being really loud right now. This is not fair. I'm also hypnotized to consider this. Faster, hypnotic imagery than back imagery. Specifically utilized dissociation by there we go. So the hypnotic imagery being depicted in a third-person perspective was a method of a hypnotic technique called was a hypnotic technique called dissociation. What is an example? Of the hypnotic technique. Anyways, some be painful for me to express about my last time either. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video now. It's very late. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.